And welcome back to another edition of Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Today we continue with DOOM Amalgoom. That's the megawatt that combines maps from Doom 1 and Doom 2 with some inspiration and other fun from Plutonia, Quake, and other games like that. This is Map 16, Suburbs of the Damned. This is a fun map. There is a certain order, as is common with Doom. You do want to do weapon collection as quickly as possible. There are quite a few archviles, and then there's other enemies as well that you really would be better off with a super shotgun, rocket launcher, BFG, and a plasma rifle. So I'm going to show you how to get those in reasonably short order. And of course, it'll, in my opinion, be the most effective, efficient way to go through the map at the same time. You will have to face an archvile and a revenant separately with just a regular shotgun, but I think it's manageable. I'll show you how to do all of that, hopefully with a little bit of flair. The game is powered by GZDoom using the Doom 2 Hell on Earth platform. As always, we're playing on the ultra-violence difficulty setting in order to get 100% in all three of these categories. There are 152 kills to be had, 11 secrets, which is quite a bit for a map of this size, and 95 items to pick up, also a lot. So why don't we go ahead, we will grab our regular shotgun, and we will take care of our trio of imps. The 3 imp Kateers. So let's go ahead and take care of them. Grab, of course, the ammo. Don't go any further than this. You can see just beyond where I'm pointing there is an archvile. But we don't want the imp firing at us. So, yes, around that way is a revenant. We'll deal with that in a moment. We're going to get the archvile to come out. We're going to try to use the barrels to effect. Don't know if it was close enough. I'm not convinced that it was. That might have been a little better, but I'm not sure. Do try to stand your ground here so he doesn't come any closer. Well, we're going to have to hope for the best. Yes, okay. Well, as you can see, it can get a little too close for comfort. But basically, if you stand your ground there and the barrels work out a little bit better, you shouldn't have too much trouble. Not nearly as suspenseful as I made it. So there are rockets here. We'll come back for that after because we don't have the rocket launcher. Let's first take care of the Revenant over here. Let's go, Revenant. And that's it. So that's pretty well what we'll need to do with the regular shotgun. Next, we're going to go into this area, but because we just have a regular shotgun and a pistol at this point, we're going to take the chain gun, which a chainsaw, of course, which, as you know, Classic Doom Walkthroughs is not a fan of. But we will take it because we have some pinkies and even some cacos to dispose of. Let's see if we can get some fresh meat, I guess, as they say, when the chainsaw is picked up. Let's go, kids. Come for bitey. So there's some pinkies now. And there is also at least one caco that will be coming. If you feel like it, and you're reasonably confident, then yes, use your chainsaw on the caco as well. There is another pinky, I think, unless I miscounted. There's another. I'm just, as you know, always picking up the items. So that was a health bonus was there too. There's an armor bonus here. Don't go any further than this. We'll go get that in a moment. Let's just go ahead and take care of this caco before the other caco comes from around the corner to our left. Okay, so we'll go ahead and grab this here. And then we will head back to where the other caco is waiting for us. There we are. Ooh, that was close. So yeah, don't forget the armor bonus in this corner. And then we'll take on the other caco. It's just otherwise you get cacos firing in both directions. That's less fun. Let's go ahead now. We've heard something open up. It will be this set of eyes. Shoot. Witch eyes, I guess. Shoot it. Grab your super shotgun here. Head over this way, though, reasonably quickly and tag the secret, because otherwise you'll have to repeat the sequence, because that'll close up. So that's a nice secret to have. And of course, we get the supercharge, which is always nice. So these little areas have a little bit of ammo and some health if you need it. But otherwise, we're done now, since we've completed that in one sequence. So what's next? You may ask. Well, we're going to head over this way. We're going to grab the rad suit. Now what's going to happen is as we press the switch, and it's a secret, it's a bunch of imps and an archvile. So we're hoping the archvile for the moment, oh, can't believe I was looking right at it. That was terrible. Okay, so let's go ahead now. Let's make a run for it. Whee! Okay, if the archvile gets out, you can definitely use some rockets. I mean, you can still use a super shotgun too. Often the archvile doesn't come out. The Archibald kind of hangs out in there, and you can just go ahead and pick him off with the super shotgun. This time he got out. So we have to either chase him around with the super shotgun, which is perfectly fine, or risk it and run around to grab, like I had done before, the rocket launcher and the rocket. So that's up to you. The super shotgun is more than adequate in my opinion. So we've done that, Let's head through here. While the rad suit's still fresh, there are some gunmen down just a bunch of long corridors. Let's go ahead and take care of an imp to the left and to the right. There is a health bonus here, armor bonus here, imp and a pinky. And then just beyond is a shotgunner. There's an imp on this side where the armor and the health bonus are. And then you have two pinkies, don't forget them. If you didn't fare quite as well, there's some health packs. We continue, it's basically just one straight line from where we came in. And again, another long corridor of gunners. And let's just get the last imp over here, and there's an imp up there. That's just going to save us a little bit of trouble later. So, in the middle of this hallway, we're going to use this door to stay inside. A couple of zombie men, and then there's a shotgunner and some zombie men up there. And some imps. So there's armor bonuses along this wall and this wall, so pick them up. Go up the lift. Don't need to go out through there. We're just going to now legitimately have the chain gun as well. You hit the switch, that's going to allow us to get two secrets, in fact. The first one's over on this way. Yeah, backpack. Everybody loves a good backpack. Now, we did get one of the imps, but that's not enough. So if you want to use your chain gun, that's okay too. Now that we've picked one up. And really just go straight. Press the switch, but quietly back up because that Revenant doesn't see us yet. Let's hit him twice. Oof. Little close for comfort. Usually I can pick him off without having him fire off a shot. Clearly I was not able to do that. Just want to show you that takes us to a secret area. We will take that secret area momentarily, but first we're going to just clear out this area because normally if you proceed in a different way to not get all of these weapons and all these goodies, you'll be facing these enemies from the outside, and it's a lot messier. You have them mostly as kind of fish in the barrel approach from here, and even the Revenant's kind of like you get the jump on. So I like this approach better. Right? Normally you come from the outside, but we're not doing that right now. So we're going to go ahead, and before we do that secret, lowering that, we do have the yellow keys. So we might as well just take care of the lost souls, the lost souls, and the cackle that are in here. Don't forget there are a couple of armor bonuses. Now you press this console because there's a little area over there that's going to give you a berserk pack. Otherwise you don't get your 100% in items. Now, go ahead and grab your goodies here, grab your ammo. You do have your chain gun now, you do have a rocket launcher. My recommendation is you fire off 3 rockets to that Mancubi, and for the other Mancubi you can fire off 3 rockets too. And whatever doesn't work, you got plenty of chain gun ammo, go ahead and grab that. We will come back this way when we get the blue key, which is like the big melee fight outside, so it can wait. So, having completed otherwise everything in here, which we will be coming back once we get the blue key, let's go ahead and take the secret teleporter. Or the teleporter to the secret, which takes us to this area with all these armor bonuses. More importantly, if you notice on all 4 pillars, you get your choice, or you can take them all, frankly, of your plasma rifle. So now you have the plasma rifle, the rocket launcher, the super shotgun, the regular shotgun, of course your little pistol, but we're not done. There are still more goodies to get. Why don't we go ahead? First we'll take care of this pinky that I was just looking for, and in here is another secret. There will be a couple of cacos. A couple of cacos here, and there will be also some lost souls. So let's go ahead, make our way through. They are aggressive, so just be mindful. There we go. Get this to move because we're just going to be lifted up a little higher. You go up here and you grab all this wonderful plasma. You can go all the way around and grab all that wonderful plasma. Once you're done, come down here while your rad suit's still good. Press this wall. Yeah. And look at that. Now we have a BFG also, in addition to the secret, which of course is always good. So that means we pretty well have everything. Now this is where, when we were up kind of near the yellow-blue door, and took care of those Mancubi. That's where this is right now. And its companion Pinky here. Let's go ahead and grab the next rad suit, which makes sense. And this is where the other Mancubus was. We go ahead and get yet another rocket launcher. Yeah, and some rockets, also very nice. Now, if you're doing quite well, and I seem to be doing just fine, you can leave this for later, but for the purpose of expediency, I'll tag the secret and just grab it now. I still have the rad suit. By the way, this is where the yellow door and the pink and the blue door, and we got the jump from all the enemies, otherwise they'd be pouring out here, and that's less fun. So let's head down here to the next secret area. Now we have lots more plasma. Got another rad suit. And let's take this out to just above. So it just kind of took us back to where we came down into that little area. Leave the rad suit if you can. And this is where you're going to have all the fun start. So head over to this way. This is my whole point. You want to use rockets. They're your big get really here is going to be the arch file. There. Once you get the arch file, then it's a question of, okay, use whatever weapon you feel is most efficient for you. Was that a Caco's fire from all the way down there? Boo. Alright, take care of this Caco too. We'll just kind of be quick about it because there is a Mancubus over here. Kind of just heading out. Just out and about. Okay. And now we're done in here. And we've taken care of all that, but we're not done. So why don't we go ahead, let's grab the next rad suit, I think. Or I guess there was a rad suit over there too. Doesn't really matter. So go ahead, make sure you pick up all the rockets that you didn't pick up before. Press the switch. You might as well grab the blue key, but we're going to face a bigger melee than before, but the enemies also pop out here. There will be also another arch file, so we got to be careful for that. So far, the Revenant has not, the arch file has not come to pay us a visit. It should be here soon. There it is. Okay, maybe some rockets. Yeah, we don't want the arch file getting too sassy. Now you do have a BFG as well. And we got him. Or it. I'm not really sure what an arch file is, but we got the arch file. And with the arch file gone, at least now we have a finite number of enemies remaining. You can use your BFG, you can use your super shotgun, you can use whatever you like. They give you a decent amount of ammo on this map. I wouldn't be terribly concerned. But, I mean, you know, try to aim straight and aim wise and you should be okay. Now the only, I wouldn't say it's a glitch, but the only trouble sometimes I get on this map is that if you're not up here long enough, seemingly, and kind of like just kind of hanging around a little bit, sometimes, yeah, you see, there's sometimes just one, oftentimes two, but most of the time I should be, to be fair, one Mancubus that does not teleport in. So just be mindful of that. You do want to make sure you get your 100%. I know I do. So just keep an eye out for that. So before we go too far, and what's heading up next is really the exit. We're not ready for the exit because we didn't get the red key, because now we have the blue key. And now we can go through the blue door, which is just right back this way from where the big melee was. So we'll head through here, grab any ammo or health that you need. And we have some specters in here. There will also be a specter outside as soon as we step in here, really. You can hear that opening up. Here's the red key. Just be mindful of this specter here. It's not a secret, but it's an enemy you may not be expecting. So that should do. I mean, what are we at here? Yeah, I think we have one secret left, which is really for the secret exit. And some items left, really, and those are at the regular exit. So why don't we go ahead, maybe we'll just grab a rad suit. Because as soon as we go this way... Oh, did I miss an armor bonus? Okay, good. Well, I didn't notice that. That's probably a good thing that I checked. Okay, so let's go ahead now. Press the switch, and if you want, you You can use your chain gun, you can use your super shotgun, you can frankly use your berserk fist. It doesn't really matter as long as you dispose of the imps. Grab all the items. This should be it for items. Yeah, you have all the items and you're missing one secret, which is at the very end. Now, take out that plasma rifle we haven't used yet. You may remember this from classic Doom, as this, you know, raises, descends, I guess depends on your point of view. The cacos come out until there's an arch file remaining. So let's go ahead and let's get ready for the arch file. Come here, Archie. And that should do. Yeah, we're done except for the one secret. So if you want to take the regular exit, it's right there, but we'll take the teleporter, which allows us to go this way, and that is the final secret. Let's do our final count, though. Yes, all 160 kills, all 11 secrets, all 95 items. You know what that means? Indeed. We're done. And that is Suburbs of the Damned. I like this map. It's fun. I mean, I think it makes sense if you do it in a certain logical order to collect the weapons. It makes the map actually proceed in a bit of a smarter way, in my view. You get a jump on a lot of the enemies. The melee, two melees, I guess, for the blue key is a bit of a challenge, but I've already shown you get the rocket launcher and you get the BFG by then, so you shouldn't have too much trouble clearing out those areas, as long as you remember sometimes that that Mancubus does seem to be a little lazy coming out. So just go back up on that pillar and kind of, you know, box your way or chainsaw your way until he comes out. Anyway, hopefully you did enjoy the walkthrough. If you got some good tips and tricks or just simply enjoyed it, yeah, hit that subscribe button. You won't miss any further videos that I upload. For now, that's it for Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Thanks for joining us today. See you next time.